Welcome, beautiful people of YouTube. Welcome to my channel. My name is Nola Vaughn, and I am here to teach you the basics of Adobe Premiere Pro in less than 10 minutes. Yep, you heard it. Less than 10 minutes. So before we go any further, I'm going to need you guys to like and subscribe. And remember, all my videos are short. So if it's not covered in this video, you can go to my page, head over to a playlist, and find the video that suits your needs. So let's get into it. On your Mac or PC, you're going to go to the Adobe Premiere program. Once you do that, it's going to open up and send you to a home screen where it asks you, do you want to do a new project or open up a project? We're going to do new project because we are new here. Next, it's going to give you the option to name your project. You can name it whatever you want. This is really good to do because if you save your project and then the computer crash, you'll know what it's named and where it's at. Next, we're going to choose the location. As you see here, I have downloads and it says it at the end, but you can choose whatever you want. After you do that, you'll hit choose. Okay. Next, you'll see a side that says new band and a space to name your sequence. Do not worry about that. You are new here. Let's just hit the blue create. Okay. When you get to the interface, you will see a project section. You will see a source monitor above that so you can see your imported files. When you scrub through, you will see a program interface where you can see things on the timeline, and of course we have the infamous timeline. Okay, next to that we have some buttons. If you hover over those buttons, it will tell you what they do along with a hotkey. I will have more details on that soon, or some may be already covered in my hotkey video. Next, we're going to find a workspace. As you see here, I'm already in editing, but I'm going to choose all panels so you can see everything, or you can just choose whatever you want. Okay. Next, I'm going to tweak this because it looked kind of strange, and you can too with these arrows, so you can choose each section and adjust it how you like. Next, we're going to double tap on the import box and choose the files we want and then hit import. Okay. Next, we will hit the file without the audio on it and click and drag it over. Okay. And that's usually the second file. You will know your file have audio because it will have a green little line with squigglies on it like a frequency to show you that it's sound. And when you double tap on that small box beside it, it will pop up in the monitor, the source monitor, and you can see the file scrub through to parts that you like. Next, we have the marker tool. This tool allows you to put points on the timeline where you want to mark maybe a cut, maybe a space that you want to use an effect. And what will happen is those same marks will be on the timeline as you see here. Beside that, we have the mark in and out tools. So you see right here, they mark in and out. First, we're going to remove these markers. You can right click on the markers and clear those markers out. What this tool allows you to do is to mark your in and out points, your beginning and end, and the timeline, or for that segment. This your in and out points. And you can do the same thing here. And what it does is, I'm going to show you. When you mark your in and out, right, you have these toggle buttons right next to it. There's a toggle for the in, and it jumps to the in. And then it will be another one that you can toggle that marks to the out points. And only those points on the timeline, it won't jump nowhere. Now, if you go to those same marks on the timeline above, you can clear those out, mark ins and outs. You can clear it out. And what this button allows you to do is to jump to the beginning and to the end of your project. So you don't have to keep scrubbing through with the blue arrow with the line on it. You know what I'm saying? That little blue thing right there, the little blue stick. Next, we have the step back button that allows you to go back frame by frame. And then we have the step forward button that allows you to go forward frame by frame. This is important when making tight cuts in your footage. Next, we have the play and stop button, which is self-explanatory in itself. You can press play and watch all the footage that you have created in the timeline simply by pressing play. Next, to the right, we have the effects panel. Here we have video effects, video transitions, audio, and more. If you want to add one, you will just click and drag to the beginning of your footage as far as transitions go. And you can double click it and change the duration. It can be a minute long, it can be 0.3 seconds long. Next, you can hit that and then simply hit delete and it's gone. Here we have the info box and it tells you exactly where you are on the timeline, the file name, and more. We have the essential graphics here where you can download graphics and you can even buy or use some of the free templates that's inside of Adobe Premiere already. And here you see I'm putting in YouTube and it's showing me all the premium and free options, as you can see with the money sign, that Adobe Premiere offers. Next, we have the color side where you can do some effects. Here you can download your own LUTs if you got some from Invito or whatever. Here you can also use their personal LUTs they have inside. You can go here and you can use some of the built-in LUTs that they have for like certain cameras. And if you hit left or right and tap the middle screen, you can preview each selection. Here you can put some points on the timeline and deal with the curves. You can add a little contrast. You can take some away. Here with the saturation, you can mark 2 points and adjust the color as well. So it's really cool. Next, here we have this little bar that allows you to do effect control, color, you name it. If it's there, you can do it. So let's go to effects. Once you click on the file, on the timeline, you can move this cursor left or right to adjust however you want the video to look. You can go up and down, you can scale in and out. Shoot, you can even rotate it. And remember, when you don't like it, you can hit that ugly arrow and reset everything, okay? And you see those arrows, it can take you left or right far as like the number of, I guess, rotation property. But if it don't pop up, you can tap it and input it yourself. We have audio controls where if there was audio, you will be able to adjust the sound and correct the audio by simply looking at the monitors. Here you can see if it was audio, if the sound was hot or cold, too loud or too low. Next, we will edit our export file by changing the name. We will find the bit rate that our video is shot in. Here it looks like it's a 4K file, but I'm going to have Premiere match it at its highest capacity. Here you can do scale to fit, scale to fill, scale to whatever, and it will adjust the video accordingly to your needs. But I always choose scale to fit because it fits the whole screen. Also, you can choose different presets that may be present on the list, but when in doubt, you can scroll down and find more presets that you can use to adjust the quality of your video. So now that we hit export and the video is exporting out, you will see how long it would take. But when it's done, you'll be able to see it in your place where you saved it at. In my case, I did it downloads. You see it's saved to the download list, but it's not done because it doesn't have an icon or a thumbnail that will show you that it's complete. Okay, but when it's complete, you will see a little picture or icon next to it, and then you are done. I wanted to get into this bar a little bit. So you see it says import. This is where you import your files. This will take you to the editing timeline, and of course, if you want to export, this is where you will go. It's really that simple. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any questions, let me know.